unbeaten and top-ranked Maple Grove at home in a section final, taking on the East Ridge Raptors. Happy Halloween from CCX. John Jacobson and Ryan Iverson, and it's a 6A second-round game. Ryan, Maple Grove firing on all cylinders like it seems like they have for several seasons now, right? Winners of 22 in a row, and hoping to make it 23 and get to those state quarterfinals next week.
Yeah, well, we did a game early in the year, and I said to you, I have a feeling it's Minnetonka and Maple Grove head and shoulders above everyone else. There's a lot of other really good teams, but I think Maple Grove, as the season has progressed, they've taken care of those trick games, those games that are kind of trap games or maybe hard to get motivated for, and they've just gotten better and better and better, playing their best football, coming off a huge win last week. I expect them to be really solid again tonight and make that 23 and get that rhythm going into those final games of the season.
It didn't happen last week against Eastview, but they have had games, Ryan, where they've started slow. They've always recovered, and like I said, they're unbeaten, but they're not always quick out of the gate.
Yeah, and you think about this time of year, John, especially with weather, like you can't risk that, especially as you start playing better teams as you go through the playoffs. But yeah, Eden Prairie, I felt outplayed in that first half of the game that we did early in the year, trailing, of course, to Minnetonka in that game. And they've had great halftime adjustments, but I think tonight we were talking to Coach Sperl, and I think he's going to have them ready to go right out of the start, knowing that you got to expect the unexpected and you got to get off to a great start.
Eastridge comes in 5-4 on the season, had a home field win last week against Andover. They've got some good athletes, certainly the underdog here, but they're excited to play the number one team. Like, hey, this is it. We got nothing to lose here on the road.
Well, you just said it. When you got nothing to lose, you have no fear. You're not worried about making mistakes. You go out there, you feel like you're playing with house money, and that's what Eastridge is doing tonight. We're going to talk about their quarterback, but they do have athletes. They have some good linemen too, so anything can happen. We've seen crazy playoff wins in the past, but that's why you play the game, because it doesn't matter what it looks like on paper.
Yeah, let's look at our key players, starting with Eastridge. Cedric Tomes, their quarterback. He can run, he can throw. Great athlete. He's going to the University of Minnesota on a basketball scholarship, but football, got injured early in the year, but he's back now.
Yeah, and Cedric's just a winner. He's just a gamer, and he's a quarterback. He can throw the football, but he has been really, really good in the run, John. He's elusive. He just doesn't go down. He's smart. He's fearless. Had that hand injury. That's all healed and recovered. And I feel like with him in the game for Eastridge, they feel like they're in every game, right? Because he can make some spectacular plays. So excited to see the chess match between Cedric and that offense against Maple Grove, and their just amazing defense, especially all those linebackers, because you know they're keying on them.
And that's what we're going to talk about for Maple Grove. As heralded as their offense is, averaging 40 points a game. They got a good defense too. Linebacker Sawyer Scanson, Sawyer's older brother Ryder Scanson. Ryder is the senior, third-year varsity player. Ryder, terrific player, and a great list of linebackers here in Maple Grove. Great history.
And you just said it. They've had a Scanson over the years. They've all these names. We're starting to do the younger brothers now. But yeah, he's had a tremendous year. Coach was just telling us he's the pulse of that defense, right? He makes them go. He's their leader. He's always in the backfield, always in double digits and tackles. That linebacker core in general, so good. And that's why what they did against Wayzata, or against Minnetonka, that running quarterback, those linebackers were so good. And you can't win a state championship with just dominant offense or dominant defense. You need them all, their defense, ready to play. And they're going to be challenged tonight, so he's got to have a good one.
We'll kick off in just a moment here at Crimson Stadium. Eastridge, Maple Grove, 6A football on Halloween next.
For 90 years, Connection has been at the heart of everything they do at Topline Financial Credit Union. Their team is passionate about connecting with you to help you reach your financial dreams. For some, they're here for your first, like your first checking account, first car, or first home. For others, they're here for those next steps, whether it's remodeling your home, saving for retirement, or starting a small business. Become a Topline member and let them be a part of your big moments. Visit toplinecu.com, because connected, we all do better. Federally insured with the NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Ready for kickoff here at Maple Grove. We are underway with the second round of the 6A playoffs here on CCX. Eastridge and Maple Grove. Eastridge elected to receive the opening kickoff, and they return it out past the 22-yard line. Ethan LeBoy, junior running back, on the return. Josh Thompson is at a good year in all areas of the game, including special teams. And on that play, so it's first down and 10. Eastridge will have the ball from their 26-yard line.
Well, and part of this run that Maple Grove's on, John, is they've had really good special teams and really good kicking, too. They're good field goal kicking and always really good kickoffs as well.
There's Cedric Tomes. And right away, it looks like Maple Grove jumped. They'll get a 5-yard penalty to start.
It's a great thing to start off against an aggressive defense, too, is go with a hard count. And now maybe it buys you a half a second of a slower jump off the ball for an aggressive defense. So it's a good way to start the game.
On 1st and 5, Tomes from the shotgun, fakes the pitch. He'll come back inside. It's a first down. He's in the open. Out to midfield before he's pushed out of bounds at the 49-yard line of Maple Grove. T.J. Williams on the stop, but a good run of 20 yards for the Raptor quarterback.
Yeah, designed here, the option going to the left. You see that cutback, and right there, just a little bit late on the pursuit. Cole Johnson was in a good spot, but just couldn't get back there. And Cedric, he's got that great vision, that good cutback ability. Good start here on this first drive on the road. And you don't want to give him confidence. He's one of those kids in basketball, too, that if he sees the ball go in, if he starts making some big plays, he starts playing with a lot more confidence.
So right at midfield, the inside handoff goes to Vince Hurley. And a good run for him, gets 5 yards down to the 45-yard line. Ryder Scanson on the tackle, 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, and a good push. You got to be, if you're an Eastridge fan, excited about that push off the line of scrimmage against this defense and getting positive yards. If you can get 5-6 yards on first down, that sets your offense up for such success.
Look at the starters. Eastridge on your left, the Crimson defense on the right side there. A lot of guys who have seen varsity playing experience last year in their state championship run. Back again here in 25. 2nd down and 5. Tomes keeping and gets to the line of scrimmage, and that's it this time.
Yep.
Both Thien on initial contact and helping to finish him off Luke Smith. 3rd down.
Yeah, both Thiens had a great year. You're going to see him a lot tonight, especially tackling that guy. But you look at Cedric's numbers on the season, not overly high. He was out, for significant time with a hand injury. But I'll tell you what, if I'm Maple Grove too, I'm trying to hit Cedric every time he keeps the ball. Anytime a quarterback is a runner like that, if you can get and wear him down and keep getting good shots on him too and be physical with him, that can, in the long run of the game, that can play a big part.
Throw over the middle and a completion and a first down, and spinning down inside the 30 down to the 25-yard line. A good catch, Leal Stolzberg, junior wide receiver.
Yeah, nice play design. There's the play action. You get that linebacker to take that step towards the line of scrimmage and opens up just enough space to get that ball in there.
Gain of 21. Good first drive here for Eastridge.
Yeah, big. You got to convert 3rd downs against this Maple Grove defense. Keep drives sustaining, because not only do you obviously move the ball, but you keep their offense off of the field as well.
Ben Knopp, the fullback, will get his first carry tonight and gain 2, maybe 3 yards. Inching closer to that 20-yard line of Maple Grove. Will give him 3 yards. 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, and one of the things, too, against Maple Grove is we've seen teams move the ball on them, but then all of a sudden a penalty or a fumble that, with lost yard, you can't have negative plays. So even that first down carry there of getting 2-3 yards, you'll take that. Those are positive plays.
Hurley coming up, creeping behind Tomes on 2nd down and 7 as he looks to the sideline. And it's Hurley getting the call. Gets to the 20-yard line maybe before he is pushed back. Scanson, Thien in on the stop.
Yeah, just no seam there to run. Setting up a 3rd and a little bit longer here.
Gain of 1, 3rd and 6.
I almost like, John, when teams are aggressive on that 2nd down, right? Because now 3rd down, everyone kind of knows you got to get yardage. I like that second down play action or pass to try to get a big play. And those are penalties against the offense. It's going to be a false start.
First penalty tonight against Eastridge. And it'll be 3rd and 11 now.
Yeah, big difference from 3rd and 6, right? Because you're probably in 4-down territory, so you could have still ran, gotten 3 or 4 yards and made it manageable. Now you're in a 3rd and long, which is most likely a passing situation.
Ball back outside the 25 now at the 26. Inside handoff, it's Ethan LeBoy who had that kick return. It's a couple of yards, but not much there, Ryan. It's 4th down and still 8 to go.
Yeah,
maybe 9 yards even.
I was going to say, surprised to get that, unless they were going to plan to kick a field goal from that length. Would have thought maybe they would have tried to get bigger yardage there, set up a 4th and manageable. Instead, now you got 4th and 9. And you know those linebackers, everyone's going to be looking for that play action. And if you're Maple Grove too, you got to be careful. You don't want to go for that hard count now and give them 5 yards.
First 4th down play here of this drive. And it looks like Eastridge's going to take a timeout.
Yeah, play clock was getting down to about 7 there. It looked like they were a little confused of what personnel and what to run. Big play in the game here. Gosh, if you can get down, march down on the road, first opening drive of the game against the #1 team, the defending state champions, and get a score, John, that's such a big thing for your confidence and your momentum. So I like the timeout. Make sure you're in a really good set here. Give your offense the best chance to convert.
Halloween night. Did you ever have a game on Halloween?
We did.
Union Prairie?
We did. I always we beat Minnetonka 45-0.
Nice.
In the playoffs section championship game, and so whenever I see like Ryan Keating, Jake Cuppy, you remember those names?
Remind those guys?
Well, I always tell them, I dressed up as a winning football player my senior year. What did they go as?
Those guys were great athletes, though, weren't they?
So
Ryan and Jake in basketball and football.
Yeah. So this year, Minnetonka beat Eden Prairie for the first time in years. They sent us a screenshot of that scoreboard.
Look at Dan Fritzy's 17th year as head coach, the only coach that Eastridge has had since that school opened in 2009. Here we go on 4th and 9. Tomes going deep toward the end zone and incomplete. A little contact, no call. Broken up defensively there by Gavin Elmquist. Intended receiver was Stallsburg, and Eastridge turns it over on downs.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I think if they could have gone for that on 2nd down when they weren't expecting it. Now Maple Grove's expecting it. You can see really well defended. Definitely some contact there. But pretty, if you're Eastridge, you got to feel like, hey, we were able to move the ball, some things that were successful. But when you're on the road against a team like Maple Grove, that's where you get in that red zone, you got to capitalize.
So first possession on offense for Maple Grove. They go to James Engel up the middle, and Eastridge ready for number 24. A lot of teams haven't been able to stop him, but a good stop on the first play from scrimmage there by the Raptors.
Yeah, being ready and actually doing very different things. And you see, what's been so impressive with James is, his size. He's not overly big, but he's really durable. He's one of those guys, too, that seems to get better as the game goes on, and his carries get in the high 20s, even into the 30s. He just wears you out, and a big part of that is that line there up front, doing an excellent job this year.
It gave him a yard. It's 2nd down and 9. Harney throwing back to the left side and gets the completion out of the backfield. There's Engel. He's loose, and he's going to go for a touchdown.
Wow. Great play design.
76 yards.
Just a great play design. Play action looked like Harney was going to roll out to the right, and you send the running back just on a flare out to the flats like that. At first, when Harney threw that, I thought he overthrew him. He had to throw it a little bit earlier with some pressure, but put some great touch on it. Engel runs right under it. Well blocked down the field. Josh Thompson, number 12, getting in the way there. What a first pass, first offensive series for the Crimson.
Preston Berg on for the extra point. is up right down the middle, and it is 7-0 Maple Grove. A two-play, 77-yard drive.
Yeah, just look at that play action. Engel sells it perfectly. You see, Harney had to get rid of that, really kind of blind. And that's just repetition from practice. He put it right on the money. And Engel certainly knows how to find the end zone.
Got that great sprinter speed.
Yeah, he does.
Right?
You see the block down the field, too. Caden Harney adding to a school record already. Touchdown passes. Passing some pretty big names.
Yeah, his 45th career touchdown pass that breaks the record. Well, he broke it last week, held by Brad Davison. And a guy by the name of Mitch Brecky, who I remember covering, of course, years ago, but played in the early 2000s. And first years of football here at Maple Grove. Mitch was a good passing quarterback. And, of course, Davison was a terrific all-around quarterback, and Harney breaking the record that those two shared.
Well, and I think, too, that's what makes Maple Grove so dangerous, John, is the balance, right? Like, you have to be able to do both throughout a game, and they run the ball so effectively, but it sets up that play action. And when you got a guy who's got the arm and the touch and the accuracy, too, just a potent offense to have to defend.
LeBoy again on the kick return for Eastridge. The Raptors will start much the same spot they began their first drive at their 25, but now trailing 7-0. And this is the danger you get into. You don't want to panic, but you're already down 7-0. They had the ball 2 plays.
And it forces you to maybe try things and take chances that you don't necessarily want to put your offense in. So it's where you just got to stay smart here, got to execute, but you got to finish that drive off with points.
Empty backfield. Tomes will keep. Good hole for him. Left side, dives out past the 30 to the 31-yard line, and a nice gain on first down of close to 8 yards for Cedric.
Yeah, and that's the second time he's kept it and ran and gotten some big yardage out of it. Good push again by that offensive line. They seem to have a little bit more success trying to get to the outside than running right up the middle.
Hurley now in the backfield with Tomes. 2 receivers to the right. On 2nd down and 2 from the 31. Tomes fakes, throws over the middle, completion, a big first down. Akita leads in the open, and now Lee's going to go for the touchdown. Wow. 69 yards. He's their leading receiver this season. Breaks into the open, pulls away from the defense, and Eastridge a point away from tying it up.
Well, great play call, great response here. What I loved, what made that play, John, was Cedric tucking it like he was going to run, and you get that linebacker core again to come up, step up, prepared to stop the run, and then he put a great ball on. And I'll tell you what, great speed by Ali, too. He caught that. I thought maybe he was going to get tackled, but he just started pulling away. That's the response you needed for Eastridge.
Ben Prince on for the extra point. Low step. Picked up. A scramble here. They're going to throw back to Prince. It was almost a 2-point conversion on the throw from Matthew Brennan, the holder. He couldn't quite pull it in.
What about Brennan with the spin move to create some time there? He almost got it in. That was the key on that play, John. That little step forward to the left. I think it got the whole defense moving that direction. And then you get Ali right across the middle in that seam, and look at the speed. He's pulling away from a couple of fast defenders there. And that is exactly the response he wanted. And see, they did that on 2nd down. I love that call on 2nd and short rather than on a 3rd or 4th down where everyone knows you're probably going to pass. So great call, great cadence on offense there by Eastridge.
I mentioned their top receiver. It's his 41st reception, just his 2nd touchdown. They've only thrown 4 touchdown passes on the season. And it's a huge one there to get the Raptors on the board and within a point.
Well, and I think Maple Grove is so good at stopping the run that you've got to be able to throw the ball. You got to have that mix. They had that successful quarterback sweep by Tomes there on 1st down. He faked like he was going to run, brought the defense up. Just a really, really well-executed play design.
Look at that point after. That was almost a 2-point conversion for the Raptors.
Yeah, I see low snap, ball's wet, so it's not easy to get in your grip. And he did the right thing there. Watch the spin. He bought the time and really, heads up to get there. Just overthrew him slightly, but almost converted on that.
A kickoff return. There's an opening for Thompson across midfield and pulled down from behind in Eastridge territory at the 42. Josh Thompson, senior wide receiver, comes up with the play.
Yeah, you could see the seam foreman. Look at him pick this ball up. Nice job there, but then nice blocking, good speed, and definitely a touchdown saving tackle there. But it's just this game of momentum, right? It seemed like Maple Grove maybe had it, then Eastridge answers. Now Maple Grove gets a good kickoff return, a short field. See if Eastridge can come up here with a stop.
42-yard return, 1st and 10. Maple Grove at the Eastridge 42. Angled alone back. And he'll get the call. They're going to try the left side. He'll cut inside and gets down to the 36. Didn't seem like there was much there, Ryan. He picked up 6.
Well, and again, we talk about his size, not overly big, but he runs tough. You can see he just refuses to go down, keeps those legs firing and moving. And they like to run on that left side of the line of scrimmage. And he can find those gaps and those seams. And then he's powerful, and then he's got the speed too if he can get to that second level.
2nd down and 4. And they'll hand off, and it's Angle again. Oh, nice little move. He's in the open.
He's gone.
Angle, another touchdown.
What a jump cut. Did you see that jump cut right at the line? Again, just not much there. But he's slippery, and he had a great jump cut back to his right side, and then you can see that speed exploding into the secondary. Once he gets in that open field, there's not a lot of people that are going to catch him. How about that response?
And with that touchdown, he has tied Derek Jameson for the single season touchdown rushing record. His 23rd rushing touchdown of the season. Jameson, the feature back on that state runner-up team back in 2021, kind of started this run for Crimson football the last half dozen years. Berg would pick up on the hold, and Berg boots it through, and it's 14-6. We'll get it again.
Yeah, so watch this right up the middle there. It's a little, look at that jump cut right there. Oop. Just great feet. You watch running backs, the great ones all are low to the ground, and they got great feet. Right there, he makes a guy miss, and right there, when you get a one-on-one opportunity on James Angle, you've got to wrap him up, hold him up, get him down. So elusive, always, maintaining that power and that speed, too.
We've had 3 touchdowns in the last minute and 17 seconds.
Should have taken the over tonight. Yeah, you think about, just years of good Crimson running backs, all the way back to Evan Hall. Remember watching him?
Yeah, I was thinking about that before the game.
Yeah.
As we look at the return again. Boy, get out past the 20.
Well,
yeah, Evan Hall and Derek Jameson. Jordan Alagbaju was on the feature back on their 22 state championship team. And then Chuck Langama the last couple of years leading up to this.
I remember Coach Spurl told us early in the year that James Angle was every bit as good as those guys, maybe even better. And I remember kind of thinking, every coach has got to say that. But, God, as he played out this year, he's been phenomenal and seems to just get better and better, not only as the games go on, but as the season has gone on. Knowing your offensive line, knowing the timing, it's been fun to watch.
Well, Eastridge able to score the last drive. Tomes here will run on 1st down and push it out past the 30. Pick up about 4 yards there. And he's always involved right for every play.
He is, and that's why you got to keep hitting him over and over, and maybe you just slowly wear him out because he's an elusive runner. And if they have success running, then the defense has to respect that. And I think that play action will continue to be there as well. If I'm Maple Grove, I want to put Eastridge in 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. Then their offense very, very different.
2nd and 5 here. Coming in motion, LeBoy gets the handoff inside, and he's knocked to the ground. Good contact by Will Raymond, senior inside linebacker, drops him for little or no gain.
Yeah, and Will Raymond's had a great year too. Lots of tackles. Those middle linebackers, those outside linebackers, they cover so much ground. They put a lot of responsibility on them. Big play here, I think, John. If you can get positive yards, maybe get to that 4th and 1, you can go for it, but you don't want to have to punt or turn the ball over. Give that ball back to that Maple Grove offense right now.
3rd down and 4. Tomes will hand off. LeBoy outside the 35 to the 37-yard line. And he's got a 1st down.
Yep. Good push there on the right side of that offensive line. Not a big hole there, but no contact. Oh, he was good 3 or 4 yards, and that's how you finish a runoff too. LeBoy, again, not a big kid, but ran with power, put that shoulder down, and got that forward momentum. Picked up a big 1st down. Keep in mind too, it's cold. It's a little wet out there, so that ball's going to be slick. We've seen it on a couple of long snaps already, so turnover is going to play a big role in this game tonight as well.
Line of scrimmage to 37. Tomes step back, and then steps up, throws, and incomplete. Almost had a completion broken up there by TJ Williams. Luke Smith also in on it on the pass intended for Stallsburg.
Yeah, Luke Smith almost picked that off. You see he's got the cast on there. That was the same play they ran for a touchdown. A little play action, thrown a little bit behind, but he was there. You can see Eastridge definitely identifying a certain pattern there with that play action, that seam being open, knowing Maple Grove's linebackers are coming up to stop the run. I like that play call, especially on 1st down.
2nd and 10. Tomes, another quick throw, gets the completion, but a short gain on the throw to Ali. It'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, Botheen right there. Picked up a couple, though. I'd like to get a couple more yards on that, but I like the quick, decisive throws. You get your quarterback in a nice rhythm, and you keep this Crimson defense a little off balance. Same kind of thing here. 3rd and long, I think they got to get 5-6 yards. Wouldn't be surprised to see a run play out of this.
Yeah, very active 1st quarter. 3 scores, a lot of exciting plays. Still 2:15 to go. 3rd and 7 from the 40 for the Raptors. Tomes throws, completion into Maple Grove territory. Another catch for Ali, tackled by Gavin Elmquist.
Yeah, pretty good coverage, just really well executed, and a really nice throw that time. He's not holding it, so you don't have to worry about pressure coming. He's getting rid of the ball quickly. That time he put it right on the mark. And Ali, who's already had a big catch for a touchdown, ran a nice route, big pickup. I'll tell you, Eastridge impressive so far on offense, converting some of those 3rd downs. Those are huge.
Gain of 15, 1st and 10 from the Crimson 45.
Oh.
Boy, trying to go outside, then has to cut it back in, and nothing doing there. Smith on the tackle along with Raymond.
Yeah, great play, Luke Smith. You see him string that out, John. They were trying to pull that to the outside. He set that edge. There was nowhere to go. Forced the running back to cut back. And, again, that pursuit, those linebackers and D-line coming down the line, nothing there. Well defended.
2nd and 10. Tomes, again, baking, steps back, throws wide open. Strasburg has a 1st down. The 35 and gets down to the 33-yard line. And that guy's open. Leo Stallsburg, another one, his 2nd catch tonight.
Yeah, really well designed here. You see 19, somehow, I don't know if there's a gap in coverage there or what, but wide open, easy throw. And again, kind of set up with that fake quarterback run a little bit. Seems to be throwing Maple Grove off. And well-designed, routes too. Putting someone in the flat.
Pick up of a dozen. This should be the final play of the 1st quarter from the 33 of Maple Grove. Holmes, nope. He's going to throw if he can. Throws it. There's going to be a fumble. At minimum, you'd think intentional grounding, and it's picked up by Logan Allback. We'll see what they call here. It looks like there is going to call a fumble. I think the referees will confer on this.
Yeah, I think he slipped it. That's where you just have to take the 5-yard loss, right? You love that he's trying to make plays. There's a flag at the very end of that play.
So they counted as a fumble. So it's not a pass. They counted as a fumble recovery, and then Allback gets an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty after the play. So the play stands.
Right there, you got to take the sack, John. Maple Grove's too good where you can't run around like that in the backfield. And you love that your quarterback trying to make a big play. You can see Allback. Great celebration there. Come on, let him have a little fun. He wasn't taunting anyone. But you know what I mean? Take a 2nd and 13 there instead of trying to wiggle your way out of that backfield against Maple Grove. You're not going to do that.
He had an interception return on the second play of the game last week against Eastview to get the Crimson off and running in a 56-7 win. Toss to Engel, then he'll throw it back, and
nice
Thompson's
play.
going to be dropped for a huge loss back at the 11-yard line. Tyler Glavin, the senior linebacker, with the tackle for loss in the end of the first quarter. That is a loss of 16 yards for the Crimson. End of one here on CCX, NSPN, and Strip Varsity. 14-6, Crimson lead the Raptors.
For 90 years, Connection has been at the heart of everything they do at Topline Financial Credit Union. Their team is passionate about connecting with you to help you reach your financial dreams. For some, they're here for your first, like your first checking account, first car, or first home. For others, they're here for those next steps, whether it's remodeling your home, saving for retirement, or starting a small business. Become a Topline member and let them be a part of your big moments. Visit toplinecu.com, because connected, we all do better. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Halloween night at Maple Grove. High school football 14-6. The Crimson lead Eastridge. Tyler Glavin with the big defensive play to end the first quarter. Sends Maple Grove to a 2nd and forever. Close to 30 yards to go. They swing it out right side. That is Ellingson on the return, or on the reception. And Karis Ellingson to out about 5-6 yards. Does get his first reception of the night.
Well, you mentioned it, that Glavin staying home on that reverse. It was kind of a slower developing play, and he just did a great job of getting his hands on the feet there, and that big loss sets up a really hard 3rd and about, 18, I think. If Eastridge could get a stop here, maybe get a short punt and a short field, they're right back in this game.
Third and 17 here for the Crimson from their 20-yard line. Harney steps up. Toss over the middle, wide open. It's Henry Knutson to the 40 of Eastridge and down to the 37-yard line.
Well, great play, great pocket presence that time by Harney there. You saw the rush coming from his right. Watch him step up. And what that did, John, is that bought him a couple extra seconds, allowed that route to develop and get down the field. Henry Knutson, great job catching it, turning it upfield. Wow, what a to get yourself out of about 2nd and 26. Pretty impressive.
Gain of 33 yards.
Great catch, but that was all pocket presence that time by Harney.
Here's Engel fighting his way inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Engel picks up Ryan 8 yards on first down.
Yeah, it's just a tough offense to guard. You know, so many people are really good at doing one thing, and Maple Grove has that ability to beat you in a throwing contest. They can beat you just power football. They can have trick plays. They can kick. They kind of are strong across the board, and that's obviously why they've won 22 straight games.
On 2nd down and 2. Roll out, Harney, quick throw. Ellingson the catch inside the 20, first down to near the 15.
The other thing I look at, John, too, towards the end of the year is what type of rhythm is your play caller in, is your offense in? And right now you watch Maple Grove, just a great rhythm, knowing when to run, knowing what types of runs, what types of play passes. Again, just ran the ball for 8 yards on first down, a little play action, easy throw out in the flat. Get the ball into your receiver's hands, let them make plays, and just really well executed.
Ellington is team high 17th catch of the season. Pickup of 12. It's 1st and 10 from the Eastridge 17. Harney to throw on first down. Completion on the slant down inside the 5, down to about the 2-yard line. Jack Lundy on the catch. A lot of guys that can catch the ball. It's Lundy's 7th catch of the year. And you look at the yards per catch, they're all like 16 plus yards. They don't throw like little swing passes for 3-4 yards. They're down the field, or the receivers get down the field. And
I wonder if that was the play called, or if Harney audible to that. Obviously had Lundy out way wide, lots of space on that quick slant like that, and just hard to defend, and it put right on the money.
1st and goal from the 2, bunch formation to the left, hand off inside. Stop short, Braylon Coleman. We ran him out of the backfield last week for school. And he's going to be 2nd down and goal from about a half
I was going to say, he's about
inch away.
Close as you could get. Brings back the old 1985 Bears, right? Bringing in Refrigerator Perry. Oh, there's a penalty on that, so that one's coming back. That's big. Couldn't tell if I think it was a hold.
Yeah, it's going to bring him back in outside 10-yard line. We'll spot it at the 16.
They keep Coleman in the backfield. Splitting angle out wide left. You see a lot of isolation here on wide.
Now angle in motion. They fake the handoff. Harney
Nice
will
play.
keep it. He's going to walk into the end zone.
What a great play. Great play call there. Everyone keying in on angle. They timed it perfect. Looks like he's jet sweeping to the right. The whole defense, aligns that way. Harney keeps it. There is another flag on the play.
Crimson acting like it's against them. They're backing up. Well, do you want to accept the penalty or take the touchdown? Oh, touchdown is good. Fifteen-yard penalty here on Porter Emerson.
Yeah, I figured it had to be after, because you of course would take the penalty.
Yeah.
So I think it was more of a question of to enforce it on the extra point or the kickoff.
Yeah.
So touchdown good, and again, just a great design on that play. Everyone flowing to the right side of the offense there, and just really well executed. And
his 8th rushing touchdown. Look at that, they got a little ball warmer on the sideline, Ryan. Did you have that back in the day at Eden Prairie?
We got made fun of it by our upperclassmen if we wore long sleeves under the jersey. Coach Grant would always tell us that he'd show us old clips of his dad, Bud, and the Vikings never wearing short sleeves. And, we didn't even have hand warmers.
Berg going to knock through his 3rd extra point of the half, and does. And now it's 21-6.
Yeah, just getting back to that, the rhythm that we're talking about. Watch everybody flow to that side and just really well blocked. You see the kick out block there. You can see Breland Coleman knocking someone out of there, and just nobody on that side of the field. Just that's all play design and execution right there by Maple Grove.
Marty, what a terrific season he's had. That line is good line. You know, when you have success, it often is predicated on how good you are at the line of scrimmage. And that's the case again. There's Emerson coming across. Porter Emerson, who got the penalty after the play. Part of a really good offensive line this year.
But when you think about that play, John, that was the only block that really mattered. When you design a play, run a play, and it's all you're relying on is one person making that block. There was nobody else on that side of the field for the Raptors on defense. And so that tells me that everyone was flowing the other way, trying to get ready to defend Engel on that jet sweep. So just, again, excellent play call, play design, and great execution. You like those quarterbacks like those runs where no one touches you and you can kind of waltz into the end zone. But just that drive alone, I thought Harney had a great drive. You remember that 3rd and long, he stepped up in the pocket, bought a couple extra seconds. That allowed Knutson to get downfield to convert on that. Engel with a couple of runs, a couple other quick passes. So just a really nice balance on offense for the Crimson.
So Maple Grove able to take advantage of the fumble by Tomes and turn it into points. And now they're up two plus scores. Good field position, though, for Eastridge. They get the ball near midfield. And
they've been moving the ball well, too. Had that nice opening drive, wasn't able to convert it into points, had the long touchdown pass, and then we're moving the ball on that last possession until the fumble. And that fumble was on 1st down. It was 1st and 10. They just converted on a short field.
1st and 10, Eastridge from their 46. Down 21-6, 8:20 to play in the first half. Tomes, plenty of time, airs it out left side. Ali is there, can't hang on. Almost had it, coverage by Gavin Elmquist. And it's 2nd down.
Good coverage, and I tell you, I liked what Ali did there. You see him come back to the ball. I think that ball being a little slippery, probably hard to grip and get a ton of velocity on it. That ball hung in the air just a little bit, but Ali did a good job of coming back to it. That's just pretty well defended. You can see Elmquist with his hand
got his
in
arm
there.
in there.
Yep. Made a play on the ball.
2nd down and 10. Tomes got Hurley with him. He's going to keep this himself into Crimson territory all the way down to the 44. He's got a 1st down. The ball comes out at the end. Crimson say they have it, but Skansen with it. But they're going to say Tomes is down. He picks up a 12 yards.
I'll tell you, every time they've ran that quarterback option or that power sweep to the outside, they've gotten positive yards on it. And again, another big run. Pick up the 1st down. You can tell Maple Grove's going for that ball, too. That ball being slippery. Got to make sure you hold on to it.
1st and 10 from the 44. Tomes, toss this time to Ali, and Smith is ready for it there and makes the tackle. Oh, excuse me, that's Will Raymond on the tackle. And a loss on the play for Eastridge on 1st down.
Yeah, kind of like a little counter play, John, but what was weird about that is the pitch was on the inside. Usually it's coming back to the outside of the quarterback, and there was just nothing there in the interior.
Raymond's tackle makes it 2nd and 12 for Eastridge from the 46 of Maple Grove.
I like that idea. You try to get that aggressive defense to over-pursue. Maybe you get a seam on the backside, but just not able to develop there.
Tomes running, and he's going to be tackled for little or no gain. Raymond there again with contact.
Yeah, you can see Maple Grove bringing some pressure, just trying to fill those gaps. Well defended that time. Julian Kapala also in on that tackle. Now you got that 3rd and long, 3rd and 11. Hard to know what to call.
the 45. 3 receivers to the right, no backs with Tomes. Raymond showing some pressure from the edge. Tomes will keep. 40-yard line, spins down to the 38. Makes it 4th and manageable here for the Raptors.
Yep, nice
Gain
call.
of 7.
Nice call. And I'll tell you what else Cedric Tomes does a good job of, John. He gets hit. He still goes forward, right? You see him get lower, so that point of contact, he's finishing a yard forward instead of going backwards. I think he picked up a extra yard there and made this a manageable 4th down.
That's the halfway point of the second quarter, 4th and 4. Big one for Eastridge, trailing 21-6 here in the first half.
If I'm Eastridge, I'm keeping Cedric on this. I'm running that sprint option to either the left or the right side. Try to get outside, let him get in space.
And off. Instead, Hurley is not going to get much. Got a couple of yards, but needed 4. And Maple Grove will take over on downs.
Yeah, I just don't know about that play call, John. Right up the middle, they haven't had a ton of success doing that. I want to put the ball in my best player's hands where he's had success, which is on the outside there. And you run right into the heart of that defense. Raymond there again. We've called his name a lot. He's been cleaning up on the inside there.
Pretty much a solo tackle there for Will Raymond.
Yep.
Now dangerous time, I think, for Eastridge. You're down 21-6. You got a Maple Grove offense that's firing on all cylinders.
And you got to remember Maple Grove gets the kickoff, too, in the second half.
On the 37. This is Engel, is in the open. Out to the 50. Under the 45 before he's knocked out of bounds. Tackle made by Blake Broider. Another good gain for Engel.
Yeah, and that place, was shut off on the inside, but Engel just bounces that outside and good patience. He kind of lets it develop, and then he sees there's no one to that perimeter. And you see that great speed, nice cutback too. Gets an extra few yards after that.
And picks up 21 yards. First down and 10. Crimson from the 44 of Eastridge. Ernie backs out. Now back under center. And now the give to Engel. Big hole up the middle. He's going to go. Another touchdown for James Engel. 44 yards for the score.
Wow. He exploded, didn't he, like a cannon right through the line. That was just a straight up the middle play. Tiny little seam, and he just hit it hard. Talk about running backs not being, not attacking the hole. That time he hit it hard. And I think when you do that, you get to that second level sometimes quicker than most people realize. And then you can see that speed right up the seam. No one's going to catch him. Well, he told us he was going to get at least 3 tonight, didn't he?
He did.
Man of his word.
Berg extra point, splits the uprights. And there we go, 28-6 now, 5:13 to go in the first half.
Watch how hard he hits this hole right there. And how well blocked was that? Now, I don't know if he was touched on that play. Look at that hole. I always say it, John, but I think you might have been able to score on that play.
I would have gotten a yard, maybe 2.
Yeah, that was big. I mean,
I'm not running away from anybody. And he's got some guys with good speed, and he's running away from all of them.
He's got great speed. He's got great, vision. But I think that one, too, you give as much credit to that offensive line opening that hole. Well, Coach Spurl told us we're not coming out slow tonight. The urgency to start fast. And they certainly have done that. Offense looking just phenomenal.
What about this night for James Engel? 6 carries, 116 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 reception, 76 yards, and a touchdown. And we didn't hit halftime yet.
Not a bad season for some people.
Oh boy, getting too many kick returns for Eastridge's liking here in the first half. Josh Thompson again on the play.
And you got to really think here, if you're Eastridge, you want to have an extended drive, John. You do not want to have a quick 3 and out or a turnover and give the ball back to that Maple Grove offense, especially the rhythm that they're in right now. 5 minutes left. if I'm Eastridge, I'm thinking we're either scoring or we're gonna end this half with the ball. They got to pick up some yards, change field position, give their defense a rest.
We start this drive from the 22. Tomes will keep and get a couple yards to the 24. Raymond on the stop, along with Logan Allbeck. Second down and 8. Tomes 9 carries tonight. So thrown 8 passes, putting one for the lone touchdown tonight for Eastridge.
Yeah, let's see if they can't get that play action again, that quick seam right up the middle to Ali, especially with his speed.
On second and 8, Tomes looked like he wanted to throw. That held the defense for just a moment. And then picks up good yardage out to the 35-yard line before he's tackled by Cole Johnson.
Yeah, nice little RPO there, rolling to the left. You could see they had it set up. That's his option there, to throw that quick one to Ali on the outside or keep it. And you can see when he made that decision to cut it upfield, just an elusive runner and a good first down.
Picks up 11 yards, first and 10 from the 35. Just over 4 minutes to play in the half. Eastridge with 2 timeouts remaining. And maybe just one now. Yep. Take their timeout here. State playoffs next week. Neutral site. Winner of this game will go to Eastview High School in nearby Apple Valley.
That's a hike.
It's a trip and a half. They play the winner of Lakeville South or Mounds View playing tonight.
Yeah, Maple Grove, I think, has just kind of established themselves. Here's how I always look at it, John. Anyone could beat anyone any night. If you don't play your best and someone else plays their best, they could beat you. What you want to be is in a position where if you play your best, nobody can beat you. And I think if Maple Grove plays their best, I don't think anybody can beat them. Now, they play, Minnetonka, they have the talent and the athletes where if they don't bring their best game or have turnovers or didn't execute, Minnetonka could beat them. But I think it's very clear that if the Crimson play their best football, nobody can beat them.
Still a ways to go, but it would be 3 titles in 4 years if they get to that point.
Yeah.
But we get a little ahead of ourselves. Tomes hit as he threw there, and incomplete. And it's second down.
Yeah, I think he had to get rid of that a little quicker than he wanted to. That play needed to develop a little bit more time, maybe another second or so to get those routes down the field in position. But that's if you can get pressure on those passes, quarterbacks. We've seen Patrick Mahomes, and when he's under pressure, he's not the same quarterback. That's why pressure is such a big deal.
Second and 10 from the 35. Tomes again fakes the run, sets up, pass, has plenty of time, throws down, Ali's
nice.
open, and gets the completion. Tackled by Williams, but another big gain on the throw to Ali, whose 4th catch tonight.
Yeah, and really the big thing there was that they bought him time. Cedric faked that run a little bit, but then he had a couple of seconds, allowed Ali to come all the way from the left side of the field on a crossing pattern, and perfectly thrown ball, accurate. Ali showing the speed to at least be able to get open and run away from defenders. Nice play.
Gain of 33 yards. Yep. First and 10 at the 32. And to pull back to within a couple of scores here by halftime. Can ideally take a lot more time off the clock here as well if they can do that. A little movement, still a little hesitation there on the right side by Stallsburg is going to cost Eastridge 5. Their second penalty for 10 yards tonight.
Yeah, and those are killers too, especially after just having that big play. You don't want to give the ball back to Maple Grove now, but you do want to score. You got to put points up.
Completion and then an immediate hit by Elmquist. Ali on the catch. And he got a yard, maybe 2. And then Gavin Elmquist right there.
And not an easy play. You're guarding Ali, who's got great speed, so you got to give him a cushion there. The problem on that is when it's that long across the field quick pass like that, there's time for the defender to come up and make that play, and Elmquist timed it perfectly. Once he saw that cut, knew the ball was going there, just exploded on the ball.
2nd down and 13 at the 35. Holmes keeping. Raymond wraps him up from behind. It's back to the original line of scrimmage, but now 3rd and 10.
Yeah, I wondered if maybe Maple Grove would use a timeout here. Big 3rd down here, and if Eastridge does throw the ball, John, incomplete, that stops the clock. And now you give a lot of time to Maple Grove on 4th down.
The clock running down, as you can see. Not gonna get it. They reset? Are we ignoring the play clock? Did it not reset, perhaps? Are they indeed getting a delay of game?
Yep.
Took a long time for that flag to come out. But yeah, it didn't reset. I thought that was an awfully quick 40 to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, 3rd down and 10. Still running, though, down to about 2 minutes to play.
Yeah, keep an eye on Ali, left side of our screen here, bottom of our screen. Got one-on-one up top.
Holmes wants to pitch. He's going to cut it back inside and gets to the 30-yard line, where he gains 3. A little slow to get up. Otheen on the tackle from behind. It'll be 4th down and 7.
Yeah, and that's the one downfall, having your quarterback carry the ball. There's the timeout, Maple Grove. You have your quarterback involved on every play. You're going to get hits. You're going to get bruises and bumps, right? And so it can wear on you. He's so talented. You got to give him the ball. You want the ball in his hands. But if I'm Maple Grove again, I'm just continuing to pound Cedric Tomes as much as I can so that he feels it.
So 4th down and 8 coming for Eastridge here. 1:48 to go, as Ryan said. Maple Grove taking the time out here to preserve some clock. Get a stop here, and they'll still have plenty of time to try to put more points on the board.
Yep.
What's your play call?
I'm probably running one of those play actions where he's
had success, right?
faking the run and try to get Ali in the middle of the field, and if it's not there, then you get Cedric on the move outside where he's just so good in space.
Here's the 4th down and 8 to go. Tomes stepping up, throwing, and did he get the catch to Ali? Crimson say no. And they say a catch.
Wow. Yeah, that was hard to see in real time. Great play. Exactly what I would have run. Stepped up, had pressure.
Yeah, looks like he had it. Can't see where he rolled over there, but
it looked like he got his hands under it there. At least, you know, a lot of times if they don't catch it, you'll see him bobbling it as they're spinning off of that, and it looked like he did get his hands. I'll tell you what, Cedric Tomes did a great job that time of staying in the pocket as that was collapsing, not getting rid of it too early, and threw it in a spot where only Ali could catch it. Great job coming back to the ball, too, by Ali and making a tough catch.
I don't see anything there that would, if it was, if we went to New York for the replay, I don't think there was anything that could.
Indisputable evidence to refute that, and that one.
A nice catch.
It did. It looked like he got both of his hands underneath it there. If he did trap it against the ground, I mean, he clearly had it by the time he spinned over, and so that's a tough call.
How about Ali tonight? 6 catches, 144 yards already.
He's been great.
A touchdown. And now it's 1st down and 10 from the 11-yard line. Tomes keeping, kind of come back to his right, and it's wrapped up and dropped. Julian Sapala gets into the backfield and makes the tackle at the line of scrimmage.
So if nothing else, East Ridge did a nice job. They're extending this drive. They're not going to give Maple Grove any time to score, but they got to punch this in. You got to come away with a touchdown here. And what happens, Maple Grove's so good on defense, and especially in that red zone when the field shrinks a little bit, they become even tougher. So you got to figure out a way to get in the end zone.
Clock running with just a minute to go now. Tomes wants to throw, goes to the end zone, gets the completion, and it's a touchdown to Ali.
Great drive. Great drive. Great throw. That time you saw Cedric plant his feet, got some mustard on that one. Put it in there hot and put it in there accurate. And Ali, again, like you just mentioned, John, just having a phenomenal game.
Well, they're carving up Maple Grove through the pass game. Although, still trail 28-12.
Yeah, but imagine if they didn't get that fourth down and Maple Grove goes and scores, it's 35-6 at the end of the half. You know, this was big.
No doubt. Tomes, they go for two here. Tomes will run it. Spinning. Doesn't get there. Run fails on the conversion try, and it remains 28-12.
Yeah, I still think get him out in space. Get him to the outside a little bit where he's so elusive. It's hard to run right into the teeth of that defense, but still, great drive. Some great throws on that drive. Yeah, I thought the difference here was that step, but watch him get some zip on that ball. I mean, pretty well defended, too. TJ Williams was right on the back of Ali. That ball was just put in a great spot, and a great job hauling it in. His second touchdown catch tonight.
Yeah, 7 catches now, 155 and 2 scores. So 56 seconds to go. Maple Grove have 2 timeouts. Now they had a good kick return earlier from Josh Thompson. If they get another one, maybe a chance to put more points on the board before halftime, but it kind of depends on your field position after this kickoff.
Yeah, you got 56 seconds, 2 timeouts. We've seen the big playability, so definitely enough time for Maple Grove to strike.
Short pooch kick down to the 33-yard line and return for a yard by Porter Emerson.
Probably the highlight of the game for Porter. Gets to catch that thing. Forget sending that to the net.
And he's like, I got that. Had it all the way.
Yeah. You just love it. The linemen get a chance to get their hands on the ball. They have dreams of taking it all the way.
Probably one of those guys back in youth football is what they call a black striper,
right?
Yeah.
Right, yep.
You get to run the ball because you're too big for the other kids.
Yeah, your only chances are on special teams or maybe an interception or a fumble recovery, and you have grand visions of what that's going to look like.
Here we go, 53 seconds to go. Thompson in motion. Harney will keep. Get 6, maybe 7 yards out to the 42 and see how aggressive Maple Grove is here. Again with the 2 timeouts, so get back up to the line.
Probably had 2 plays called.
Officially a gain of 6 from the 41. Harney to throw, gets a completion to midfield.
Yep.
First down, and then throw to Thompson.
Yeah, great execution there. Not only do you get the first down right about midfield, but you also get it out of bounds too, so you save those time. Only got 1 timeout. I think Maple Grove used the 2nd timeout on that defensive drive.
Oh yeah, just the 1 timeout. You're right.
Yep. So you'd think here, if they can get 15 to 20 yards in the middle of the field, use that last timeout, and then at least have a shot or 2 at the end zone.
Harney throws to his left. There's Knutson to the 30, breaks a tackle to the 25 and all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Now remember, too, the clock does stop on a first down in high school, so they could get up here, spike it, and keep that timeout.
And that's what they'll do.
Yep. Great throw, great catch, right in the middle of traffic. Knutson high points that ball. Thrown just over that linebacker drop there and put it right up high where Knutson went up and got it. Look at him almost lose that football too. See him get 2 hands on it, wrapping up.
Henry Knutson now 2 catches for 68 yards.
Yeah. Yeah, he caught that. If Eastridge just tackles him there, that's not that big of a gain, but instead he's able to get an extra, 15 to 20 yards on that play. Now you got 14 seconds. You still have your timeout left too, so you don't necessarily have to go sideline or end zone. I got to hurry. Play clock down to below 5.
Coleman in the backfield. They fake it to Engel. Harney throwing toward the end zone.
Yep.
Just throws it out of bounds there. Didn't really have anywhere to go. Throws it short of Knutson, who was well covered in the end zone there by Jack Winterberg. And it's second down and 8 seconds left.
Yeah, and they were trying to get somebody on the left side of the field there on that play action, but it was well defended by the Raptors. Harney did a great job of moving to the next part of the field. When he saw Knutson covered up, just threw it away. Heads up play.
You're in pretty good position as far as if this comes incomplete, where Preston Burr could come on and try a field goal.
I'd be surprised to see Engel in the passing game here. That wheel route he ran for the touchdown or a screen or something.
They give it to Engel. He pops outside. He's got to get to the end zone, and he does for a touchdown.
Wow. What a play. A little Statue of Liberty type play there. You saw Caden Harney stick it in kind of behind Engel's back there, and he held it, and he saw an Eastridge defender actually run by Engel, who waited just long enough to kind of sell it and then got to the outside. Wow. 56 seconds, 1 timeout, they go the length of the field. Big time play.
That's tough for Eastridge, right? You come back with the score, and then the Crimson quick strike offense does indeed strike with 2 seconds left. Berg with his 5th extra point, and it's 35-12.
Yeah, watch this. See the handoff here kind of behind him on the side. Yeah, you see the Eastridge defender right there, Tyler Glavin, who's made a couple of nice plays. Get completely fooled, and good blocking down the field. I think that was Knutson down the field, did a great job engaging his player. 4th touchdown tonight for Engel.
Didn't he tell us 4? He was going to get 4.
Was it 4? Yeah. Well, and to your point too, John, it's like Eastridge has had a couple of really nice drives, some big plays. They need to get back-to-back momentum type series, right? They need to score and then pair it with a stop or a turnover.
Yeah.
Obviously, at this point, when you're down, 23, you need to do that. But now you go into halftime almost feeling more distraught because it's like, hey, we just scored. Maybe we're in this thing, and then all of a sudden Maple Grove goes down the field really, really quickly. Just great rhythm again on that offense. A big pass play to Knutson really set that whole drive up.
Pulling on the kickoff. Picked up at the 20. This is the last play of the half. And there we go. Go to halftime. Maple Grove scoring on that last drive, scoring on every drive. And Ryan Iverson, they lead at 35-12.
Yeah, fun game, fun first half. I thought both offenses, Maple Grove's looked phenomenal. I thought Eastridge's offense did a lot of great things, a lot of that done in the passing game. And we've seen some pretty amazing individual performances. That young man tonight's had just an excellent first half. You look on Eastridge too, that Akeed Ali with a great first half, 2 touchdown receptions, almost 180, 190 yards receiving.
155.
Yeah. So just a little more firepower, a little more balance on the Maple Grove side, but an entertaining first half.
35-12, the Crimson lead the Raptors. Timeout here. We'll come back. First half highlights and more. You're watching 6A football on CCX. Thank you to our supporting sponsor, Scott's Lawn Care, serving homes and businesses of their neighbors in the Twin Cities West Metro area. Scott's Lawn Care team offers services ranking from weekly maintenance to complete redesign. Also, Scott's Lawn Care offers snow plowing services, for the smallest residential lots to large commercial projects as well. Thank you, Scott's Lawn Care, for being a supporting sponsor of CCX Media. With Ryan Iverson and the rest of our CCX crew, I'm John Jacobson. Coverage tonight of the 6A playoffs, second round. Maple Grove, the number one seed, number one team in the state, leading Eastridge 35-14 in an entertaining first half that has included 593 yards of offense from the line of scrimmage. Let's look at the highlights. Diving in after Eastridge unable to score in its opening drive, Maple Grove said, well, we can
Second
score.
play.
Second play. Caden Harney throws, James Engel out of the backfield, and it's a 76-yard touchdown.
And a great throw, too. He had to throw that blind and early and just put the right touch on it. Engel got there underneath, and see ya.
Eastridge comes back, though. Nice throw here. Center Tomes to Akeed Ali, and Ali breaks away and runs this one in. Big run for him. 69 yards on that score. Extra point field, 7-6. Maple Grove. Crimson will come back. James Engel, watch this run.
Right there. Great feed.
That one covers 36 yards, and it's 14-6. Eastridge in Maple Grove territory, and then Tomes trying to do a little too much here. Fumbles the football, I think just trying to throw it away, but it ruled a fumble. Recovery there for Logan Allbeck, sets up Maple Grove's offense. They switch ends of the field. 15-yard pass down to Lundy, set them down to the 2-yard line. Jack Lundy on the catch after a penalty. It goes back to Harney on the run.
Love the play design and the play call there. Great execution.
16 yards on that score.
And just shot out of a cannon here. Not touched on that play, John.
James Engel, another touchdown run. That one from 44 yards out, put him over 100 yards. But Eastridge comes back, a late touchdown for them in the first half. Tomes to Ali again for his second score. But Maple Grove just enough time, and Engel and the little Statue of Liberty handoff goes in for his third rushing touchdown, fourth TD of the and overall in the night for the senior. And now it's 35-12. Look at the eye-popping first half numbers. 265 yards for Eastridge in total offense, and 328 for Maple Grove. Crimson taking advantage of the points off the turnover, the Tomes fumble that we showed you, and able to cash in. 4 penalties. Really, the penalties didn't come into play much on either side as far as affecting a game, but 11 first downs either side. Yeah. Despite all the yards, the total yards isn't that big a difference, and yet you look at the scoreboard and it's a 3-score game.
Yeah, and the key, I think, Maple Grove got the ball back 56 seconds left after that score and able to make some big plays, get down in that scoring area where that Statue of Liberty run. To get that score before half to kind of regain momentum. Now they're going to get the ball here to start the second half. I think that was really, really big.
35-12, our halftime score. We're back with the second half after this on CCX.
For 90 years, Connection has been at the heart of everything they do at Topline Financial Credit Union. Their team is passionate about connecting with you to help you reach your financial dreams. For some, they're here for your first, like your first checking account, first car, or first home. For others, they're here for those next steps, whether it's remodeling your home, saving for retirement, or starting a small business. Become a Topline member and let them be a part of your big moments. Visit toplinecu.com, because connected, we all do better. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Hardy fans here tonight. Not everybody's stuck around.
Where's John? Where's Waldo? I've wondered. There he is. I like your costume to go as a handsome broadcaster.
Thank you.
It's a great costume. You wear it well.
I appreciate that. 35-12. We want to thank our streaming partners, Strip Varsity and NSPN TV, allowing us to televise tonight's game and bring you this game through their platform as they go with the onside kick to start the second half. And they're ready for it. Ellingson up makes the recovery on the onside kick try there by Ben Prince.
You know what? I normally would say don't do that, but I don't mind that by Eastridge. You're trying to steal a possession here, and hey, down 23 at half with kind of the feeling like I don't know if we can stop that offense. Let's see if we can get them off guard. Heads up play. Nice job by Ellenson too. Right down the middle, and he caught that before it could take that next bounce. That was a really heads up play. You can get on that early before it would bounce that second time or anything can happen. So heads up play there by special teams.
They had 5 hands guys right up there. And Ellington, good job to react to that ball. So 1st and 10, Maple Grove. They get it up to 49 to start the second half. Harney's got time, steps up in the pocket, throws a little bit behind his receiver and incomplete, trying to hit Jeffrey Nordvold, who's had a good year this year, catching the football especially. I haven't called his name tonight. It couldn't come up with this one. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I like the call too on 1st down. Try to catch him in a usual, running down the distance, and pretty well protected. You see Harney step up in the pocket, but I think he had to get rid of that a little bit before. That ball just a little bit off target. You don't see that happen often. One of the more accurate high school passers I've seen in a long time. He just seems to always put it right on the money.
They'll hand off to Engel on 2nd down, and one of his shorter runs of the night. Good coverage right in the middle by Eastridge. Cameron Bunyard coming up on the stop along with Tyler Glavin. And a gain of just 1 for Engel, who had a 1-yard gain his first play from scrimmage in the first half.
He's gotten into that rare error, kind of like Charles Langama, where you almost expect him to score every time he touches it, right? Like, 'cause he just has that ability. But nice, one of the first times we've had 3rd and long for Maple Grove. They had that 3rd and really long. They were able to convert it. Here, 3rd and 9. See if they can execute here. Because there is a natural instinct, John, to lighten up a little bit when you have a big lead.
Arnie in some trouble, scrambles away from it, trying to get away again, throws it up and incomplete. Close to Engel. That's a dangerous pass to toss. Close to it was Matthew Brennan, and it's 4th down, and for the first time tonight, we'll have a punt.
Yeah, and again, just all starts with pressure here. Watch the pressure on Harney. Has to move, not able to look down the field. Here he gets his hands up, or his eyes up, looking down the field, just nowhere to go. And yeah, you're right, that's a dangerous pass. And a nice job here by the Raptor defense, getting the 3 and out to start.
Henry Knutson in, as I mentioned, the first punt for either team here tonight. Nobody really deep there, or they just let it go, and they'll be down by Maple Grove at the 16-yard line, so 32-yard kick with no return. Raptors didn't hurt them on the kickoff to shorten up the onside kick try that failed, but they get a 3 and out on Maple Grove.
And you kind of have 2 different sides right now, John. You have Eastridge that's thinking, hey, if we can go down and score here, we're only down 2 scores, right? So you're still in the game. And then you got Maple Grove on the flip side of whether, we're most likely going to win this game, but you don't want to be playing bad. You want to keep momentum and build good habits again as you continue to that next round of the playoffs.
I'm sure the Crimson not happy with their defensive effort in the first half, right? Only 12 points, but I mentioned the 265 yards they gave up. Tomes on 1st down, a lot of them through the air, rolls out. Pursued, throws downfield and incomplete. Ali coming across, and it was close to a completion, but incomplete. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, and Ali, if you can give him time with his speed, it looks like he can get opening, get separation. And we've seen him hit on that crossing route coming across the field like that. But pretty well defended, took the initial throw away and then flushed Cedric Tomes out of the pocket there. Wasn't quite able to set his feet and get enough on that. Looks like Ali maybe shaken up just a little bit.
Tomes 9 of 14 tonight for the 188 and 2 touchdowns. 2nd and 10. Tomes wanting to run, cuts it back to his left, then back to his right, and gets forward 4 yards to the 20-yard line. Set up 3rd down and 6. He had 4 more than it looked like he might initially.
Yeah, he does a nice job of just being elusive and then again just finishing forward. Even as he's getting hit by bigger, stronger people, he's able to get low and just project his body forward, picking up positive yards.
3rd and 6, Eastridge from their 20. Pitch.
Nice.
It's just Hurley, and he'll get out to the 25, and it's got a first down. No,
he could be short.
A little bit short, excuse me. It'd be a yard short of a first down.
That was a great tackle by Thien that time. It looked like there was a lot of space. He was able to kind of dive and get his hands in on there. This is big. They're going to keep their offense out, and I think you gotta go for it here. But if you don't execute and give Maple Grove a short field, but 1 yard, I'm putting the ball in Cedric Tome's hands. Go get me the first down.
4th and less than 1.
Quarterback sneak.
Holmes up under center. Going to get Maple Grove to jump. They'll pitch it out wide, and coming back and getting the first down and out to the 30-yard line is Hurley.
I didn't like that call, John. That's just had disaster written all over it, but Hurley did a great job of realizing nothing on that left side, cut it all the way back. Those longer developing plays on short down, you allow an aggressive defense to get. Look at all those Crimson in the backfield, but he did a great job at turning the course there and getting the first down.
Raymond finally with the tackle, but big first down for Eastridge. One of the first here of this drive that gets them out to the 29. Throw by Tomes and a completion and a first down, a pickup of 11 yards. That's Leo Stallsbury, his 3rd catch tonight.
And it's a set little route they have. They run the receivers down the field, and he's kind of just planting in the flat there. And Cedric almost thrown blind to that. They fake that run opposite there. They ran that a couple times tonight. It's almost like he knows where that outlet is. And a nice first down.
From the 40-yard line, Tomes under some pressure here. Get away from Cole Johnson. Gets away from Raymond breaking a tackle and gets 8 yards out to near the 48-yard line before he's finally tackled by Gavin Elmquist.
You know, the other thing you got to think about too, John, I mean, look at all the running and effort this play alone took. Scrambling, does a great job of avoiding the sack, makes a couple of guys miss. You got to think about the kind of shape you have to be in as a quarterback, too. You're constantly running and exerting yourself like that, getting the play, getting everyone, calling the plays.
Yeah, close to 9 on that second. And just over a yard to go here. Tomes will keep. Got a first down into Crimson territory to the 48. Picks up 3.
Yep.
His 16th rush of the night. For 78 yards. And over 200 yards passing now.
And just some big conversions, too. We've seen some nice 3rd down conversions, 4th down conversion already on this drive.
.720 and counting to go here in the 3rd quarter. First Eastridge drive of the second half. Tomes, deep drop, throws, and it's intercepted. Underthrew his receiver, and it's picked off by Elmquist.
Yeah, I almost got the feeling, John, that he was trying to throw that one away. I think knew that there was no one open, and that ball just carried a little bit. And Elmquist did a great job. He was dropping in coverage. He got his head around right at the last second, able to pick that off. Really good drive there, too, by Eastridge prior to the turnover.
Elmquist's 3rd interception of the season and gives Maple Grove the football back at their 28.
Yeah, I see a little play action here. I think he kind of realized maybe it looked like maybe he was trying to throw that one away or didn't see Elmquist dropping. And what you didn't see on that replay is right before that ball was thrown, Elmquist started dropping, got his head around, and was there. Nice catch, nice interception.
Nordvold gets his first rush of the night and picks up 5 yards.
You You almost got the feel, too, that the Eastridge needed to score on that possession. Maybe put a little bit of pressure on Maple Grove. Now they get the ball back. You know they're fired up after going 3 and out on that last possession as well.
2nd down and 5 from their 33. Give us to Engel. Going to get it wide, 35-yard line.
Nice.
Delivers a little contact at the 37. Will be a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, nice play by Jack Winterberg, number 5 there for Eastridge. Did a great job. Engel again with deceptive power when he finishes his runs. Winterberg did a great job at stopping that forward momentum. It's going to bring up 3rd and short.
Third and 1, Crimson from their 37. Handoff inside. Nordvold trying to twist for the first down.
I think they're going to give it to him.
Yep, they do. First down in the second half for Maple Grove. Ball at their 38-yard line. Nearing the 6-minute mark to go in the 3rd quarter. Thompson comes in motion. Harney will keep. Surges forward for 4 or 5 yards. Or the Raptors put him away. Last one off the pile, Nick Gerhardt.
And I don't think people realize how big Caden Harney is too. As a runner, he's a good 6'3", 6'4", and probably over 200 pounds. So he's a physical runner. Been effective these last 2 years as a starter running the football.
2nd down and 6.
Remember Kilzer? What a good runner he was too.
Yeah.
Physical runner as well. Big kid. Nice.
Play action and the throw. This is Nordvold. Gets in space and gets down to the 40-yard line.
Get just a really nice play design. Play action. You get Harney rolling out. Easy throw in the flat that time. And Nordvold wide open. So simple play. And again, just well executed and picks up nice yards after the catch too.
Gain of 18 down to the Eastridge 41.
Looks like Eastridge maybe bringing some pressure up the middle.
Harney. With a quick throw, it's tipped and incomplete. Knutson, the receiver out there, but knocked down by Tyler Glavin.
Yeah, Glavin's had a couple of nice plays defensively tonight. A couple of big tackles. Time getting his hands up. Wouldn't have been a big play, but definitely had Knutson open, about a 5-yard dig route.
Handoff inside, it's Nordvold slipping through to the 35-yard line. 2nd down run, picks up 6, sets up 3rd and 4.
Yeah, and you kind of catch a defense off guard a little bit. You get so much of James Engel, right? That's who you're focused on. Now in the second half, you start sneaking Engel on these quick dives, quick hitters right up the middle. It didn't look like much, but you pick up 7 on that. You set up a 3rd and very manageable.
Give to Engel. He's got a first down and more inside the 30 and almost broke it. Gets down to the 20-yard line before he's tackled by Blake Reuter.
Yeah, and Reuter probably saved a touchdown there. Engel did a great job. That was really well blocked. You saw just a crimson line. Watch this seal on the right side. No contact till he's about 8 yards down the field. Engel almost breaking that for a touchdown. And you get the feeling, too, with Maple Grove that they just start wearing you down, too, in the second half. And that's why these runs, that's why Engel gets even better as the game goes on, because he's got that speed and you got that physicality up front. And it just wears the defense down.
Gain of 14. Rollout. Harney's going to keep. 15-yard line. He's got a first down to the 10, going for the pylon.
Yep.
And he is in for the touchdown.
Yep.
His second rushing TD tonight. And the Crimson are past 40 again. They average 40 points a game. They're at 41.
Nice play action, all set up because you've ran the ball successfully. Play action to Engel going right. He keeps it coming around the left. Designed pass play, but he did a great job of seeing no one to the outside. And again, we talk about how physical he is. He's got some good speed too, a good athlete, good basketball player. And showed the speed there, just beating everyone to the edge and able to score. Just, again, really well-balanced offense.
Extra point is up and good. Berg 6 for 6 on extra points tonight. 54 for 57 on the year. Look at the touchdown around.
Yeah, you see well blocked. And just no one on the outside, but good speed there. I think when you're scouting Maple Grove, you don't realize what an athlete Harney is. And knowing exactly where that pylon was. I always get nervous anytime you run your quarterback a lot, right? You worry about a hit to the hand or a hit to the head or shoulder or anything like that. But he's a big part of this offense, not just throwing the football. We talked about how accurate he is, setting the all-time touchdown record, but he can beat you with his legs as well.
3-year starter for them. You mentioned Jacob Kilser, who had started 2+ years for them. Up to that, you get 5+ years of the two quarterbacks that lead like that.
It's like the Green Bay Packers, just
right.
Consistent Hall of Fame quarterback play. Who's the next one up at Maple Grove?
It's a good question. Harney, South Dakota State University commit.
Who took a whooping this weekend by North Dakota State.
Yeah.
Number 1 versus number 2.
Right.
They needed quarterback play.
(42-12) now as Eastridge takes the football with 3:14 to go in the third quarter. Cedric Tomes, 2 passing touchdowns tonight to Akeed Ali. First down run, and up the middle goes Ethan LeBoy. He's been the only one to handle the ball in the kickoff returns tonight and gained 6 yards on first down.
Yeah, nice one right up the middle. It's been hard to run up the seams here against Maple Grove, but that was well blocked.
Good Adam Spurl, Derek Fisher next to him. They had a really good coaching staff here, right? Matt Lombardi left a couple of years ago for Minnetonka. Adam Spurl steps in, longtime assistant as head coach, retains the assistants of all have their roles and all do them really well.
And the kids just rave about him too. He's done an amazing job. Now, is this his second year, correct?
Yes.
He has the best winning percentage in the history.
Minnesota football.
Not just Minnesota football, but of any high school coach in the world. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Not easy to take over. Coach Lombardi obviously had great success here and really helped build this program. But when you take over and you kept smart enough to keep a lot of it very similar. You talk about a lot of the same coaches, but adding his own personal touch. And my son Max now being at Maple Grove just raves about him as a teacher and as a person, and these kids seem to just love him. So he's taken this program from great to one of the best runs we've ever seen.
After a run that got a first down, Tomes throwing over the middle. Oh, and incomplete with a flag down in the backfield. Ali looked like he had it in his hands.
Yeah.
He couldn't come up with it. We'll see.
There was some pushing back there. The question is, are they going to get Ali for pushing off, or are they going to get the defender for it?
No,
they got defense. Yeah.
First down for Eastview.
Yeah, there was some contact down the field. Again, Cedric had to get rid of that a little earlier. Threw it up, gave his guy a chance. There was some space there, so I wondered if Ali didn't push off to create that space, but they got Maple Grove for it.
First down for the Raptors at the 49 of Maple Grove.
That's a pass you don't want to throw when it's a tie game, right? But when you're down 30, you got to give your best playmaker a chance to go make a play. And so credit for giving him a chance, and something good came out of it.
Canop now comes, moves up behind the left guard. Handoff, and it's just a 1-yard gain to the 48-yard line by LeBoy. Tackle by Smith. LeBoy comes up hobbling a little bit.
Yeah, Maple Grove brought pressure there. If they could have broke that from that initial onslaught, there was some room in the secondary, but nice job. I couldn't see who it was on Maple Grove. Got their hand in there. It might have been Will Raymond just getting his arm in there and tripping him up.
About a minute 20 to go here in the third. 2nd down and 9. Handoff, and Scanson comes up with the football. For sure a tackle. He wrestled Vince Hurley to the ground. It's a 2-point takedown in wrestling, and they're not going to call the fumble. It's 3rd down.
Well, Coach Spurl talked about how Scanson just embraced the weight room, right? Watch him make this play. Almost like he tackled him and took the ball in one play.
That might have been a fumble, but not going to get the call.
I mean, he literally
his elbow's probably down.
He wrapped him with one arm and ripped the ball out with the other arm. Wow, that was a heck of a play.
3rd and 9. Tomes, good pitch, decides to keep it himself up inside. Still going. It's down to the 41-yard line. It'll be shy of the 1st down. It'll be 4th down and 2, and then what should be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Well, you just see how slippery he is, right? There was nowhere to go there, but he just kind of avoids that contact and moves forward, slides his way forward, and he set up a 4th and very manageable there, but there was not much going on that play.
Crimson add to their lead with a touchdown in the 3rd quarter. We go to the 4th. Maple Grove up 42-12. More football on CCX after this.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
42-12, Maple Grove leads Eastridge here. 6A football 2nd round winner going to the state quarterfinals next Friday night at Eastview High School in Apple Valley. Cedric Tomes up to the line of scrimmage. It's a 4th down and 2 to start the 4th quarter for the Raptors. Tomes, play action, a little toss to the right and gets the completion. Short gain, but didn't need much, and gets it to Hugo Spoo, the sophomore tight end, who picks up 4 yards.
Yeah, I mean, that's not an easy throw either. Play action, he had to just throw to a spot. He put just the right touch on it. Pretty well defended too, but just a really well executed play and throw. Had that big tight end out there, and you got to put it on the outside, and he did it.
1st and 10 from the 35. Holmes cuts it back. It's almost wrapped up, and then finally is put away on 2nd, 3rd contact. Holmes thought there was a little extra activity there, the tackling that the Crimson put on him. Teammates pull him back. 2nd down and 8. What a busy summer this guy had, right? Basketball-wise, not only getting ready for football season, but played with your son Max, and what a terrific team.
They made it to the national championship game. Minnesota basketball really represented themselves well. The AAU team, you did a story on them this summer. Every single player on that team with the Division I scholarship offer. So a lot of talent there. He's just he's a great athlete and just a competitor.
2nd down and 8 here. Drops back to throw. Looking, now he'll run it. He was up at the line of scrimmage, and Maple Grove kind of had backed off him. He's like, well, I'll just run this, and he does for about 8 yards.
Yeah, just smooth football player, and he's a guy that he's not overly fast. He's just quick, he's deceptive, and he's smart. You see ball faking, getting defenders to back off, and He's got to be tired and sore after Friday nights, after carrying the ball as much as he does and all the running that he does. That's some great.
Yeah, he's running all over the field, right?
And it's not like he's avoiding contact either. He's taking contact on.
3rd and 1.
That's going to be close.
I think they got it, though.
Yep.
Gain of 1+ and a first down for Eastridge. Ben Knopp on the carry, his 2nd carry tonight. Moves the sticks for the Raptors.
So, John, I know this team has not won the state championship yet this year, but you've covered this team. We've covered the other 2 state championship teams. Where do you rank this team in comparison? As far as just dominance versus their opponents.
Right. I don't know. I've had this discussion after hours about who was better, 24 or 25 or 24 or 22, and I'll have to bring 25 into it. They got to finish it first, right? They're awfully good. The tackle here, but a good run on first down here. It's Hurley.
What would Jack Jacobson say?
Jack would definitely say 22. There's no question about it. He thought, he thinks a lot of his teammates, but there's so many guys that were difference makers on that team. Tomes on the run. He's going to pick up a first down. Still on his feet, down to the 15, close to the 10-yard line. Eastridge with a nice drive here, Ryan. Keeping the ball moving, getting another first down.
Yeah, and no matter what, you love the fight, right? You see Cedric Tomes still running with that swagger and fighting for extra yards. And win or lose, you're going to go down with everything you got. So you love how Eastridge is continuing to compete here.
First down and goal. It's right at the 10-yard line. 9:20 and counting to go in the 4th. Tomes faking, then throws, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Williams. There is a flag down as Tomes went down hard, and this may be coming back. Crimson fans don't like it. They're called roughing the passer.
Really?
Well, that's what they said. Was it? Both Thien, we couldn't see there. Nice job by Williams stepping in front of that pass.
You don't wonder if some of that's not premeditated or carrying over from the pass pushing and maybe some late hits, trying to protect the quarterback. Yeah. Pressure coming in. Cedric had to get rid of that just a little bit early.
We have a better look on the end zone camera here. Yeah. Well, what we didn't see is if he
brought him to the ground.
Right. Yeah. Fell on top of him. Running Thien, making it out on that play. Gets him after a run of 3 yards, 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, who got the pick? Was that TJ Williams?
Yeah.
That's who gets frustrated, right? I just picked him off, and now it's not counting. So don't think for a second that Maple Grove defense doesn't want to hold him here and not give up a touchdown after that.
They're down to the 1-yard line, 2nd and goal. Tomes will hand off. Knopp didn't get there.
I was going to say, you're going to have to run outside. They're going to load up that middle.
Both Thien makes initial contact. Reed Verbout was also there. It's 3rd down, but now back a yard.
If I'm Eastridge, I'm getting the ball in hands of number 3. Get to the outside. Let him be slippery and see if he can't wiggle in for a touchdown.
Try again.
Maybe a sneak. Foot's back. Yep.
Tomes trying to go forward. Looks like he got in.
Yeah, again, great example of him being slippery, right? He was met right at the 1. Somehow just slipped off of him, came to the left, able to keep moving forward and got the touchdown.
Now Tomes with the touchdown run from 2 yards out. His first rushing score tonight. And they'll go for 2 again here at 42-18. And he wants to throw, and he's thrown down instead by Thien.
And here's that touchdown. You see him, look at right here. He's stuck. Look at him just slip through both defenders there. It's an innate ability to just avoid those big hits, those contacts, and just kind of slither your way past, always moving forward. Nice drive that time by Eastridge.
Well, technically still a 3-score game, Ryan. I mean, they're within 24. You know another onside kick is coming. I mean, I don't think there's enough possessions left in the game, but play the numbers game. And
we've seen some crazy endings before in the playoffs, John.
The Maple Grove Miracle, 2017 against STMA, right? Over at Park Center.
What was the score going into that?
They scored 19 points in the last minute.
Yeah, that was pretty remarkable.
Recovered 2 onside kicks. And Evan Helen walks into the end zone for a touchdown in the last on the last plays from scrimmage.
And almost untouched on that touchdown too. That was the kind of the anticlimactic part of it. But yeah, you can see all the people on Maple Grove here preparing for that onside kick. Key is to get that second bounce if you're Eastridge. If you can get that ball bouncing in the air or taking that weird bounce, that's what you need to get lucky on these.
Prince got it set on the 40 here. Here we go. And they get the not only does Skansen gets it, he runs forward about 6 yards.
It was like he wasn't sure if he could move forward or not. He kind of caught it. Everyone just stopped and looked at him, and he's like, oh, I'll try going forward here.
Played some fullback as a sophomore, but he's exclusively linebacker now. But really good athlete.
Yep.
Right? Go to the Air Force Academy next year.
Makes me feel better knowing kids like that are in our armed services, man. He's a good kid, big, strong, tough kid.
Which reminds me, we'll talk about here when Maple Grove gets back on defense. Remind me. You have no idea what I'm going to talk about. Harney still in the game with that offense at 42-18, 7:51 to go. Play action, the angle, he'll throw, and he gets the completion, and it's a first down inside the 15. That's Nordvold, fullback, with the big catch.
Yeah, he's had a
first down.
Big second half. He's been much more active. I don't think he touched the ball in the first half. How about that? Maple Grove on first down, play action. Nordvold, nice catch, big gain. And it kind of has been, this run that Maple Grove has been on, John, they've had this innate ability to always respond, right? They give up a score. They've seemed to always respond when they needed to and just give up a drive and let's go right out and get that momentum right back.
Gain of 31, Engel. Breaking tackle, still on his feet and all the way down to the 4-yard line, maybe the 3. That did not look like it was going for much, Ryan, and he picks up 9.
Kind of slow developing, not a lot of holes, but just watch the patience and then just watch the legs. I love watching the feet and the legs. They just don't stop moving. You cannot arm tackle him. He's too strong, and he's got that low center of gravity, too.
Only 11 carries tonight for him, but 159 yards, plus that 76-yard touchdown reception. Second, very short. Harney keeping it. He's in for the end zone for a touchdown, standing up. His third rushing touchdown tonight to go along with the 3 for Engel, and the Crimson have officially put it out of reach.
Yeah, nice response. That's the downfall going for that onside kick. You give them a short field and big pass play, a nice run by Engel, and then 3 plays just like that. So efficient.
Bergon for the extra point try. And it's up and good.
Right down the middle.
(49-18). Look at the touchdown again.
Yeah, I think they caught him off guard going up the middle, well blocked. Go get the push up front. And again, we talked about Caden Harney just big physical guy. We saw him run with some speed. That time a little power right up the middle.
The line, for the most part, has done a really good job
Yeah.
tonight. They gave up some pressure the one time on Harney when he's going back to pass, but they've opened holes, and Noah Spears, Porter Emerson, Chris Bishada, Trevor Skalicki, Matthew Peruz, who's been selected to the All-Star game, that front five doing a nice job.
Yeah, they have. Hey, anytime you have a running back set the single-season touchdown record, yes, it's a testament to the running back being great. Engel's certainly a phenomenal talent, but you can't show me that and not show me a good offensive line also doing their job.
Kickoff return, and out past the 25 to 28 comes LeBoy. You talked about the players going into the service. I wanted to mention, last week or last time we did a Maple Grove game, we talked about older siblings who have played, and specifically talking about Logan Allbeck and Tanner Allbeck, who played with my son a few years ago. There was Landon Allbeck, who was an offensive lineman last year. Really kind of an unheralded guy. A great offensive line they had. Into the Marine Corps this year. Has gone through basic training and now in infantry training at Camp Pendleton.
Awesome. Love it. Love it. I'll tell you, when you play a sport, you learn discipline, you learn teamwork, and when you have success, too, you learn how to win. And those are the kind of kids you want in our armed services. So you love to see it.
Shout out to all the alumni parents, who I know are some of which are watching tonight and chalking up another Maple Grove victory. And a new quarterback for the Raptors, Logan Treader Jr. will come in. Cedric Jones, his last football game, is going to have a heck of a basketball season, I'm sure, coming up for the Raptors, but out for the night. And what a terrific job he did tonight to keep Eastridge getting them some points, a lot of points for Maple Grove to give up tonight in yards.
These same schools will be playing each other in the big breakdown basketball tournament. So Eastridge and Maple Grove highlighted in one of the premier and marquee time slots of the breakdown basketball tournament. And that's the thing. That's the fun part about high school. Also, kind of the sad part is it comes to an end. And whether you're playing college basketball or a different sport, there's these Friday nights, these football games. There's just nothing like it. You never get it back. That feeling of playing high school football, and so it's never fun when it comes to an end, especially with a loss.
3rd down and 6 here for the Raptors. 5 minutes to play in the game. Handoff, and Hurley will get a couple of yards before he's tackled from behind. We'll bring up 4th down. Tackle made by Lucas Bacher. "38-yard line, the line of scrimmage."
What if they called the timeout? The clock seems to be stopped.
The player came off for Eastridge with his helmet off. I'm guessing that was it. Fourth and 2 for Eastridge from their 38. Treader out of the shotgun's got Hurley next to him. Clock running again. Treader, low snap to him. Got to try to run in, pushing forward. Won't quite make it.
Almost got there, too, still, even after the low snap.
We're about on the tackle, along with Bacher, and Maple Grove takes over on down to the 39. Well, earlier this month, my friend here and partner was not able to join us for a high school football game because he was busy being inducted into the Eden Prairie High School Hall of Fame, the charter class. The football player of the year his senior year, a Mr. Basketball finalist. Look at all that hair you had. What is that?
Many moons ago, John. Oh, that's fun. Thank you guys for
congratulations. You were a terrific athlete and been a terrific addition to our staff here over the last dozen years, and a good friend to me, and I appreciate you. And congratulations. I mean, that's great to be in that first class of all the athletes that have been at that school. To be part of that first class is something special.
I appreciate it. Thank
congrats.
you guys for showing that. It was a super fun night, and also a good reminder to my kids to listen to what I'm telling them with sports. Dad actually knows what he was doing back in the day, but it was super fun, really, really a fun night. So thank you guys for posting that.
A little confusion, I think, for Maple Grove and their new offense that they brought out on the field, and make sure they got everybody on the right, on the first page here, on the right page, 49-18.
Yeah, you get that second team in there.
Yep.
You sometimes not quite sure who's where.
You're asking who the quarterback is, and I'm sure it'll be an open competition, but the second one in tonight is sophomore Brody Cook. Well, that's played some QB this year for them.
Yeah, got some good height.
Yeah, he fits in the mold, right, of good size Maple Grove quarterbacks. Davison, Kilzer, Harney.
And you think too about, I mean, even how much Jacob Kilzer improved from when he first started to by the time he was a junior and a senior. You think even Caden Harney, he struggled a little bit early on, and how much better he's gotten. So, you know, it's always a transition when you lose a great starter at quarterback. That's kind of the engine that makes your team run. But, you know, Maple Grove will have good linemen. You know, they'll have really good defenders. And it's kind of who's up next.
Peyton Hansegard gets the rush, picks up 2 yards. Second down and 7. Aaron Burns is the tailback. He's 37. And he'll get the toss here. Burns to the 35-yard line. 33. Picks up about 4 yards on that play. He's a junior.
I think the thing, too, Coach Spurl's done such a good job with this program is these guys that are sophomores and juniors now will not look like this come fall. They really do a nice job of getting everyone together and really working hard in that weight room and changing their bodies. And that's to be honest, John, probably the biggest difference from even someone my age who played in the late 90s was, you know, I never lifted.
Yeah.
We just played, you know, and you got strength from competing and playing. And nowadays to see these kids, you know, when you and I are down on the field or when I interview kids at postgame, seeing how big and strong they all are, it's really impressive.
It's a year-round commitment for a lot of these guys. You know, they're a little time off after the season, delay of game here on Maple Grove, but then they're right back in the weight room, you know, after the first of the year, and it's summer training and everything. Jared Martin, since the offensive coordinator, is like, come on, guys, we've practiced this. You've been scout team offense, or you run some plays on offense and get the delay of game.
Well, you hear, I read a great story, John, about Nick Saban. Remember when he used to chew Lane Kiffin out when they'd be up, you know, 60-10, and the second team would be in? And he just said, we have a standard that everybody needs to be at. So it doesn't matter if you're up 30 or up 40 or down, like you play to a standard. And so they know these are the next wave of players. They're getting experience, and they want to really make sure they're sharp and no letdown.
Burns on the run, picked up a yard or so. It's 4th down and 8. Knocked down to 2:25 to go. Throw on 4th down, they get the completion. How about that?
Nice.
Well, you're going to run the offense, right? And they go to Dawson Kretsch, senior wide receiver, comes up with the catch. It's the second catch of the season.
Good for Dawson. That was not an easy catch. He had to come back for that football. Nice throw, too. Standing in there, taking a hit. And nice job by Dawson coming back, making that catch. And he paid the price after it. Got a good hit.
It's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Now, I don't think we'll see the ball in the air anymore after that. 1:24 to go. They fake. And Cook keeping, comes back to the right, tiptoes in bounds until he goes out. And at about the 7, knocked out of bounds there. Faked it to Burns, and then Cook keeps, and it's a good first down run of 7 yards.
Yeah, nice play.
Second down and 3 to go from the 6-yard line of Eastridge. .26, Sam Jacobson in the backfield. Oh, he's going to throw the ball.
Wow.
They're throwing everything out of the playbook and incomplete.
You wonder how many reps the second team gets in on the flea flicker.
Almost intercepted there by Brody Soma. Look at it again. Toss back. Jacobson under immediate pressure. And wasn't close to being a completion because of the hit. Zach Clark actually was one that almost came up the pick. 1:12 to go. Third down and 3. And a false start on Maple Grove. I'm not sure they empty the bench, though. Everybody's going to get at least a snap or 2 in here. Yeah, now back to the 11. Brody Cook's got the play. We're ready to go. Cook's going to keep it himself. Straight up the middle. Good push from that line.
Boy.
Still going.
Holy
Gets
bugger.
to the goal line, but stops short at about the 1.
Yeah, it didn't look like much was there, but
No.
great push. Big kid. I would imagine you'll see another sneak here.
It's back up from the 1.
Timeout, Maple Grove.
54 seconds to go.
Yeah, watch this sneak. 3rd and 8. Just keeping those legs. Guys just driving forward. It's nice when you get the lineman behind you, too, giving you that extra muscle.
Elliot Clausen, 77, had a big push
Yeah.
up there.
Charlie Backen, too, big 78, getting behind and pushing.
I don't know what to expect. Do you kneel down? I don't think so, though. I think they're going for a score, right?
Well, when you run a halfback pass from the 3, I think you're trying to score. You know, I'm a big believer. I mean, if they had their first team offense in trying to score, that's different.
Yeah.
When you play your second team, I've always believed you let them play, and you're not trying to rub it in or anything like that. But this is their only opportunity, and they want to get to execute.
From the 1-yard line. Brody Cook going to throw, gets the completion, and in for a touchdown. It's Peyton Hansegard.
Junior fullback. And here's the other thing, too, just so people that are watching this, if you're wondering why they're throwing, you got Brody Cook, who might be a starting quarterback next year. Now you're giving him real playoff experience. He's got the confidence, knowing that he was able to lead the drive, knowing that he threw a touchdown pass, too. So there is strategy. There's long-term development that's behind all this, other than just trying to get a score.
And Hansegard will be back next year as well.
Yep. So you're getting guys that, real experience that they can build off in the offseason.
Luke Nelson for this extra point try comes up short. And it stays at 55-18.
Now, if we see an onside kick here, then
No.
bets
They're
are
off what
off.
they're doing.
yeah. How about this? Just quick throw. And again, it's not an easy throw. Ball's wet. gets it out, puts it right on the spot. Good blocking down the field, too. You see Deacon Schwartz there, number 85, blocking. And Peyton Hamzegard gets the touchdown catch.
55-18, Crimson. Look at that. Congratulations from
the ball dryer. Someone gets a vest that's the ball dryer. You think the ball dryer has to go through off-season workouts and lifting and conditioning?
The one final kickoff tonight, and there have been a lot of them for Maple Grove. Cham Menakenden will kick this off. Handled at the 25. Oh, and delivering a huge blow was Hugo Spoo, the tight end. We saw him catch a pass early in this half. He delivers the hit on that return. Give you a little smile at the end of the losing night for Eastridge, right? All right. We're in running time, so that's why the clock is running here. Look at it again and watch Spoo. Oh, delivers the hit and the return.
Yeah, Spoo caught that one. I think it was a 4th down conversion, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, big kid. Big target.
We'll get one more play here from Eastridge. Barring an incomplete pass. It's going to be handoff. Going to bounce outside as LeBoy is going to be tackled inbounds, and that will do it. Maple Grove 10-0, 23-0 over the last 2 seasons, Ryan. They win a big 55-18.
Yeah, well, doing my calculations, you can't get better than 23-0 in the past 2 years. And you got to like how they came out. They got off to a really good start tonight. Eastridge is a good football team. And, you know, remember, it started out well. But I just thought the Maple Grove offense, especially in that first half, such a great rhythm. And yet there's enough there where they can still learn and still get better and improve on some things, especially defensively. But a dominating win tonight.
Lakeville South, a big win over Mounds View. So the Crimson will take on Lakeville South next Friday night at Eastview High School. It's a 6 p.m. kickoff. Plans in the work. We hope to bring it to you on CCX, but we'll let you know on that in the coming days. There'll be a trophy presentation coming up. Before that, we'll throw it to break. We'll come back. Ryan will go down to the sideline, and we'll have our post-game coming up here from Crimson Stadium. Maple Grove moving on, 55-18, our final. We'll wrap it up on CCX after this.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/act now.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakimick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. My service never stops.
Welcome back to Maple Grove High School. This is a section championship, so East Ridge just received their section runner-up trophy, and now Maple Grove captains will come out and get their section championship trophy. Congratulations to them. Great captains, Botheen, Caden Harney, James Engel, Ryder Skansen, Matthew Peruse. They like that trophy, but they're looking for a bigger one down the road in November. Lakeville South, the big winner tonight, as I mentioned, against Mounds View. So they'll take on the Crimson next Friday night again at Eastview High School. It's the last night of outdoor football, and then the winners next week move into U.S. Bank Stadium, second week with the Prep Bowl again this year before Thanksgiving comes up the weekend, November 21st and 22nd. James Engel right now holding that trophy. They'll get in and have their huddle with the coaches. And so we'll throw it back to break. And then we'll come back. Ryan will talk with a couple of the winning Crimson players when we come out of this. And our one final timeout coming your way on CCX.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Picture time down on the field a few moments ago for Maple Grove football as they capture another section championship onto the state playoffs with a 55-18 win. Let's go down to the field now. Ryan Iverson standing by with 2 winning Crimson players.
Happy Crimson. I'm going to start on the defensive side here. Will Raymond. Felt like tonight every tackle I was calling your name. What was the game plan tonight? You knew they had a dynamic quarterback. What was the key here tonight?
Yeah, our game plan was we thought they were going to be in a lot of heavy sets. We had to get to number 3. He's a great player. Had to make some good plays. They knew how to get it to a lot of people, especially number 14, so we had to key on their best players.
Yeah, it's kind of a tricky offense, right? He faked like he's going to run it. It sounded like you guys maybe take a step up, and he had a seam there. When they hit that first touchdown pass, was that a little surprising for you guys?
Yeah, I would say we weren't prepared, I would say. We weren't in the right formation to align to it, but we made good calls, and then Gavin went up and got an interception. That was pretty cool.
That's cool. So you guys moving on, Lakeville South next week. Defensively, you know they run kind of a funky offense. What are the keys? I know you haven't had a lot of time to prep for them, but you're familiar with them. What's the key next week?
Yeah, they're a great team. They're very disciplined. We just got to, stay on our line. We got to make sure we're coming downhill, being violent, because they're just going to do it back to us, so we got to be ready.
So when you go ones versus ones, you guys shut this offense down in practice?
We like to. Hasn't gotten our direction lately, but we have to get back to them.
Well, congrats on a big game and moving on. All right, Caden, huge game tonight. You already set the all-time passing touchdown record. Are you going for the rushing record too now? 3 touchdowns tonight running, 1 passing. Great game tonight.
Yeah, no, I'm not even close to the rushing record. Engel just got it tonight, so I'm happy for him. But, yeah, whatever the coaches dial up, I'm going to do my job. So if that's running, if that's throwing, I'm going to go get it done.
One of the things I talk about a lot is just rhythm, right? Offensive rhythm. You guys have such good balance, running the football, throwing the football. It felt like that first half, it was disappointing if you didn't score after 3 or 4 plays. Do you feel that rhythm as a quarterback and the play calling as it's coming in?
Yeah, that's all thanks to our coaches who are setting us up for success every single week, every single day at practice. We're implementing our game plan Monday through Thursday. So when we come out, we're following the script, and they're putting us in great positions to succeed. And I mean, when we score on that first drive, that builds so much momentum for us, and that's how we roll.
So 23 straight wins. You quarterbacked a team last year that won a state championship. Do you like where this team is right now? How does it feel in comparison to last year's team?
I love our team. There's no other guys that I can ask for to come out and battle with. It does feel very similar to last year. We're all in on winning a state title, and it's good to know that everyone has one common goal, and that's what we all want to go achieve.
Well, 55 points tonight. You guys are moving on exactly where you want to be. Good luck next week, and congrats on a great game. All right, back to you, JJ.
Very much. Thanks to Caden and Will and Brian for your time tonight, and congratulations to Maple Grove. Let's go. 55 points on the board tonight. They moved to 10-0 on the season and on to the state 6A quarterfinals next Friday night against Lakeville South at Eastview High School. Thanks to our great crew who worked through this tough weather conditions tonight on Halloween, and they see Maple Grove defeat Eastridge 55-18. For all of them and for Ryan, I'm John Jacobson. So long from Maple Grove High School, and happy Halloween from CCX.